Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a pumpkin pie inspired makeup look. I was actually inspired by this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette that I found at Target. This is called Pumpkin Pie and it has some oranges, some browns, some copper, and this really inspired me to do this fun creative look today. So a lot of this makeup that I'm going to be using today in this video is going to be e.l.f., but this video is not sponsored. I just want to make that clear. I do actually have some pumpkin pie here with me today for a little snack. Pumpkin pie is definitely one of my all-time favorite holiday desserts, and I'm really excited to have some of this today while we film. I thought that this look would definitely be a good look to wear throughout November into Christmas. It's a really good holiday look, and I'm really excited to do this today for you guys. So yeah, we're going to be doing this look today, so stay tuned. Pumpkin pie is so good. Okay, so I'm going to start with my face today. And my face just seems to get really oily with all the product underneath, so I'm just going to go straight into foundation. Today I'm going to be using the Dream Urban Cover by Maybelline. This is in shade Warm Nude. Put this all over my face. Like so, put some on my neck. Alright, and then I'm just going to take a foundation brush, big fluffy foundation brush, and I'm just going to blend this in. I actually really love this foundation. It's full coverage and has SPF in it. It doesn't seem to feel cakey on the skin or too heavy. Then for concealer, I'm going to go in with the 16-Hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. And this is in shade Light Beige. It's extremely windy out today, so hopefully you can't hear that. My house is like shaking though. Alright, then I'm just going to take a beauty blender and blend that in. I actually love this concealer. It's a great dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. Like really comparable to actually a lot of high-end concealers. And it's like what? I think it's like $6. It's really good. High break. Okay, so now to set my concealer, I'm going to take the e.l.f. HD powder in Sheer. Actually, I'm just going to go straight in with my beauty blender. I'm not going to blend, but I'm just going to pack this under the eye. Did I say I'm not going to blend? I meant I'm not going to bake. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in and dust that off with a fluffy brush. Like that. Okay. Then for the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with Maybelline's Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is in shade Natural Buff. just gonna take it on a fluffy brush and set the rest of my face. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna go in with brows. I'm gonna do this off camera really quick, just because brows take me forever and it's just kind of difficult to sit here and have you guys watch me do my eyebrows. So give me 1 second. And they're done. Now I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in the shade Wet Shady Beaches. This is my all-time favorite bronzer. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and I'm going to put it on the top of my forehead. Kind of outline where I would normally put my contour. Put a little bit on my nose. Take a little bit more. And then just a little bit on the jawline. Just like so. And then we're just gonna go in and blend this out with a fluffy brush. This is just an e.l.f. really big powder brush that I'm just gonna blend this out with. And sometimes it seems to get a little bit too orange. So for cheeks, I'm actually using this e.l.f. blush. This is called the Primer Infused Blush. This is in the shade Always Spicy. I thought this would be good for like pumpkin pie inspired. It's a little bit more darker than I normally would go for, but we're gonna try it out. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my blush brush. And I'm just gonna work this on my cheeks. Oh gosh, this gives off a lot of pigment. A little bit goes a long way. It's pretty though. Well, holy crap, that's pigmented. Pretty, but really pigmented. So I need to take a little bit at a time. All right. Yeah, that is hella pigmented. I'm definitely gonna have to blend this out because she's looking a little dark. So I'm gonna go back in with that same e.l.f. brush and I'm just going to blend this. All right, she's pretty though, actually. Actually, maybe gonna take a little bit of her and put her at the top of my, right up there, just to give it a little bit more color. She's pretty. She's spicy. So next up, I'm gonna do my highlighter. This is by MAC Cosmetics. This was like a holiday edition. It's called Oh Darling by MAC Cosmetics. It's a really pretty gold. I thought this would be good for a pumpkin spice look. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger. I don't like a whole lot of highlight, so I'm just gonna add a tiny bit on my nose. And this one is shining bright. She's a little extra, but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna add a little bit to my bone here. See, she is bright. She's pretty. A little bit to the bone, cheekbone, and then I'm actually just going to add a little bit to the top of my eyebrow, just to give that a little bit of a highlight. Just like so. All right. So since we have our face done, I'm actually gonna go straight into eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take my pumpkin pie e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. I haven't really planned this out, so I'm just gonna go for it and we're gonna see what I come up with. I'm gonna grab my eyeshadow brushes. So I kind of want to make this like coppery to kind of go like with my shirt. Wow, okay. Alright, so I really want to use this shade. I'm actually going to go straight in first with this brownie color. I don't know how pigmented this is, so I'm just going to take a little. And I'm just going to go kind of fill this in all over. I'm going to start with my crease and kind of work my way down just for like a kind of transition shade. Add a little bit more. All right. So next I'm actually going to take the orangey shade over here on a smaller fluffy brush. Now I'm going to work her towards the outer corner. Oh yeah, that's a pretty shade. Really just going to work her towards the outer part of the eye. And I think I'm actually going to bring her in as well. Like towards the inner corner. Let's see if I had a smaller brush here. I'm going to actually work her in a little bit closer in this inner corner here. Do kind of a halo eye, I think that's what that's called. All right. It's a really pretty color. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the next eye. I am gonna now go in with this copper shade and I'm just gonna take it on my finger. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna put this directly in the middle of my eye. So pretty. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of blend that color in with, I'm going to take that same orangey color and kind of blend that coppery color in with this. Right, now I'm going to go in with my bigger fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend all of that together. Make sure it's really blended. So now I'm actually going to go in on the bottom, and from here I'm actually going to take that brown shade again and I'm just going to swipe that underneath. Swipe it underneath my eye. And then I'm going to blend it with the orange. Just like so. And I actually really like this copper shade, so I'm just going to kind of add a little bit more to the center of my eye. Just a tad bit more. I think that part is done. I actually have this. I don't really remember what this was called. I have the packaging here. It's called the Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow. And this is in the shade Copper Pop. It's like a really pretty liquid eyeshadow. And I thought I would take this and put this like in the inner corner. So I'm gonna try and attempt to do that. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with some liquid eyeliner. This is a brown color. This is by NYX. It's called Epic Wear. It's in the shade brown. I thought this would kind of make it look more like a crust. That reminds me, I'm gonna go back in for another quick bite of my pie. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do a wing. This is the eyeliner that I wore yesterday that wouldn't come off my eye. So it's still kind of there. I'm gonna try and go over it. All right, voila. So now I'm just gonna go in with my mascara real quick and I'll be right back. All right guys, so I just threw on a little bit of mascara and I touched up the liquid eyeshadow in the corner of my eyes. Last but not least, I'm just gonna go in with my Buxom lip liner, and this is in color Restricted. All right guys, so I'm gonna put on this lip liner. My camera's about to die, so I'm trying to hurry up and do this. Alright, and then I'm going to take this e.l.f. lipstick. This is in the shade Cider. It's really pretty. reminding me of fall. A little bit more orangey than I thought. Actually, a really pretty color. Alright, and there we have it. It's pretty much the finished look. I ate all my pie, otherwise I would hold that up and compare. And I think the look turned out really good. I think that I don't exactly look like a pumpkin pie, but the colors and everything just reminds me of fall and Thanksgiving and the holidays. So definitely feel free to recreate this look and let me know if you do. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, leave a comment down below. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time.